All right. Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Today we have Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. And here I'll eliminate. We'll just put SBLX there at the bottom of the screen. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're ready for the final NFL game of the 2025-2026 NFL season. 2025 regular season, 2026 playoffs. Patriots are in white. I made them gray to keep that. Hey, Gracie, hello. How's it going? Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a good weekend. All right, let's test out the audio real quick before I get too far. All right, audio's good. I got to fix my chat, though, on my tablet. I am watching on Peacock, so I am streaming. I might be a little behind if you're watching over the air or via cable or satellite. Don't know how it's going. All right, there we go. Yep, I'll agree to that. Can't stand the Patriots. Can't stand Robert Kraft, their owner. All right, they were finishing up the anthem, and then they went to commercial, and then they said they'd be back with the coin toss. All right, I'm just checking Twitch real quick. I'll probably have to plug in my phone soon, too. All right, get to my page. I don't want to keep seeing this. Here we go. All right. All right, audio's good. Just want to make sure on Twitch. I should get another device to watch that, but all right. Looks like, I don't know, we're probably set for the coin toss. We'll see here. Gonna have to go with ESPN's Gamecast, I think, because I believe the NFL, I remember watching it last year, they had highlights going on their page. Maybe, I don't know. Or no, they had like the live stream for free on their website, which I thought was odd. All right, so on Peacock, if you have it, it should be in 4K. My dad thinks that the Patriots dominate sorry, I read it backwards. The Seahawks dominate the Patriots. Yeah, well, we had a blowout last year. I guess I grew up when the Super Bowl usually was a blowout, and it was rare that we did have close games. And now, more recently, it's been more close games. But yeah, last year was a blowout, and I don't know. Yeah, I would expect. We'll see. I think Madden had Seahawks by 3. Tecmo Super Bowl had Madden had Seahawks by 3, and Tecmo Super Bowl had Seahawks by 3 as well. Can't say I like these uniform matchups. All navy blue for Seahawks and all white for the Patriots. All right, hopefully we're getting the kickoff by 5:40. That's usually about when. We got Montana, Manning, and Jerry Rice on the field right now, I guess, for the coin toss. Honorary oh no, I'm sorry. That's Lynn Swan. Good Lord, I am so sorry. I didn't get zoom in, or they hadn't zoomed in yet, and I wasn't really paying attention. Lynn Swan, Peyton Manning, and Joe Montana. Of course, Montana because it's in Santa Clara for where the Niners play. Expected a louder cheer for Montana than that. All right, I think the pomp and circumstance is done. I think we're finally going to get the coin toss. We've been waiting a while. All right. And let's see. Finally, the coin is taken out of the wooden glass box. Sean Smith is in his 8th season as NFL referee. He is bringing the coin out that will be tossed. So matchup predictor on ESPN, they think Seahawks 59.4%, 40.6% for New England. Seattle opened as 3.5-point favorites. It's currently 4.5 now. According to DraftKings, over under dropped from 46.5 to 45.5. That seems a little high. I would think the under. That's what I'll say. Seahawks cover the 4.5 and hit the under. That's what I'm gonna say. Put that in the chat. Hold me to that. I don't think it'll be higher scoring than 24-21 Seahawks. And maybe it's more of a blowout. And well, actually, yeah, I guess I need to revise my prediction. If I got to cover the 4.5, I think they will. We'll say 24-17 then to cover the. That's what we'll go with. My prediction: Seattle. We'll go 24. New England 17. So that would be the under, and that would cover the 4.5. All right, we'll put this on the screen, make it official. Yeah, that would be 41 points, so that would be the under. All right, one more commercial break, then I'm hoping we'll have the kickoff. Yeah, usually it's like 5:40 for the kickoff. Halftime will probably be about half hour. Gracie is going 28-20, so she has the cover by the Seahawks, and she will hit the over at 48 points. And in the poll, we got 3 votes for Seattle, 1 for New England. All right. Excuse me. All right. Well, hope we got last football game, but we got plenty of Olympic hockey coming up, and I'm going to try and sprinkle in some prime time, most likely men's basketball. Don't know if there'll be any interesting women's games available or not. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the mic real quick. All right. So Switzerland, USA, that is women's hockey, 1:40 tomorrow, and I'll try to get a 7 o'clock college game. I'm going to have to look into which game tonight after the game. All right. Darnold and versus May, even though they won't be on the field at the same time. All right, I think we're finally set to kick off. And I'll have to figure out what ESPN does here. All right, Malcolm Butler, two-time Super Bowl champion with the Patriots, I guess ringing the bell for the Patriots. Or for everybody, I don't know. Rashid Shaheed and Jones Jr. back to receive the kickoff. All right, so New England in white going left to right, or right to left, and left to right in dark blue for Seattle. And it's a touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Sam Darnold and company. At the 35-yard line. And I had it right the first time. Seattle. I gave it to New England on accident. All right, 5:41 Central. Probably won't end for another 4 hours, maybe more. All right, from the 35, right hash mark, under center, Darnold. Handoff. Walker to the outside, 40, 45, near a first down. Should be first down, Seahawks, 14:53 to go. All right, well, let's check out. Let's refresh. Here, we'll go live. We'll put the plays up here. I don't know, refresh that. Let's see what they got. Handoff to the right side. That goes nowhere for Walker. He may have lost yardage on that one. 14:14 to go in the first. 2nd and long coming up. They say no gain. All right, here, we'll put this up, I guess, for ESPN. All right. Back to pass. Darnold caught towards the 40 of New England, and that's a first down catch by Barner, number 88. 1st and 10. What is this? I guess I'm that far behind. Oh, yeah. I'm behind with Peacock. Apologies. Long pass caught down the sideline near the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Seattle. And they stopped the clock briefly to spot the ball. Yeah, I let the clock go a little too fast. Cooper Kupp with the catch, but did he secure it? I think. All right, Darnold back to pass. Drops back to the 30, almost throws it to the end zone, incomplete to the sideline. I think they were just going quickly because they didn't want to get caught on, maybe Kupp being incomplete there. Second attempt. Okay, maybe I'm not that far behind ESPN. All right, we can leave this up, I guess. Maybe I can expand this a little too. Make it easier to read. All right. 2nd and 10 with 12:51 to go in the first quarter at the 17-yard line. Handoff to Walker goes nowhere. Well, actually, he broke a tackle and got about 2. So 3rd and 8 coming up. They may say, nope, 3rd and 7. They gave him 3. My bad. All right, well, spoiler alerts there, but I don't think we can really see. Yeah, the play-by-play. All right, again, I am behind because I am on Peacock. All right, 3rd and 7. Back to pass. Darnold looks left side, throws incomplete. And 4th and 7 with 12:02 to go. And the field goal unit will come on the field. Intended for Shaheed, but Darnold had to get rid of it, and good coverage, and he threw it too far out of bounds. Jason Myers on to attempt the field goal. Here's the snap. The kick is up and just hooked it in good. Whoa. Myers kind of sliced it in there. 11:58 to go. Timeout on the field. We'll come back for the kickoff. All right, 11:58 to go. Let's check out. Let's see. I guess we'll just leave. All right, ESPN like that. Maybe I can go down just a smidge there. All right, I think. Yeah, that'll do. We'll just do that. All right. Let's get the box score up, too, so we can reference that. We can reference the play-by-play once in a while, and if the spoiler alert gets too much, we'll just put that up. But, yeah, you can't really read it. Let's see, I guess I could cover more of my arm here and squeeze it out. Olympic break. That's why. They haven't done it in 12 years. They decided to do an Olympic break to allow the players to play. Yeah, I guess it's been 12 years since they did it. Last year they did so instead of an all-star break, they're just taking an Olympic break. Last year they did that Four Nations tournament. That did really well for them, and so they decided to take an Olympic break this year in lieu of an all-star game or in lieu of a Four Nations tournament and play in the put the Packer helmet down here. I don't know if it'll be visible. No. So, yeah, it's almost 3 weeks, too. Yeah, no worries, Cato. Appreciate the chat. All right, we'll take a look at the box score next time. We'll get ready. Again, hopefully I'm on Peacock because I don't have it available over the air via an antenna. Paying for Peacock for a month to get the Olympic hockey. All right, set to kick off again. Seattle puts it in the air. It's in at the goal line, taken out to the 20, 25, up the middle to about the 28. 1st and 10, first possession coming up for Drake May, and the rest of the New England offense. Trailing 3-0. 29-yard return. Are they saying he took it a yard deep? I thought it was at the goal line. All right, so yeah, I am going to be a little bit behind. I guess I'll have to get out and get back in just in case, but we'll see. All right, 11:52 to go. Opening quarter of the Super Bowl, or the Superb Owl, if you will. Fake the end around, handoff up the middle, taken out to about the 34, bringing up second and 6 or second and 4. Hold on. Second and 4, gain of 6. Sorry, I had it backwards. That was Stevenson on the carry. All right, May under center, deep back. Stevenson handoff again, plows forward. It's about 1.5 yards short. They're going to say 3rd and 2, but about 3rd and 1.5. We'll see what they call here. 11:09 to go, first quarter. 3rd down for the Patriots. Needing, hey, old rounder, bro. How's it going? Good to see you. All right, Stevenson splits out as a wide receiver to the near side. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the far side. Stevenson now motions to the backfield. Shotgun, back to pass. May dumps it off to Stevenson. Missed tackle and a first down for New England, out of bounds after a gain. Why do I have this so goofy? Where do I want this? Over here. Okay, there we go. All right, new internet at the new place, doing much better. Able to handle faster bit rate, frames per second, all the good stuff. And the computer is only using 2.2%. An increase from 1 something. All right, May back to pass. Swing pass to the side, near side. Taken to the 50, dives forward, just about 2 yards short. Douglas, number 3 on the catch. About 2nd and 2 after a gain of 8. High pass, great catch. It was way above his head when he caught it. Actually, I could probably tilt down the camera a little, huh? You don't need to be so high up on the ceiling, I think. Oh, it's because I'm used to having like hockey up there. Handoff, and it looks like they got the first down with Stevenson, just barely, but they got a 1st and 10 in Seahawk territory. 9:14 remaining in the first. All right, in the huddle with 9:05 to go. Let's see. Points per game set. Okay. 1st and 10, just outside the 45 of Seahawks. May back to pass. Rolls to the right. Under pressure. Sacked. Back at the Seahawk 45. So that'll be about 2nd and 20 coming up here. Looks like I got to slow the clock again. There we go. 2nd and 20 is correct. Yep, May got sacked by Hall, number 58, I believe. Yep, Derek Hall, number 58, with the sack. All right, 4 seconds, back to pass on the play clock. May steps up, keeps it himself, over the 50, over the 45, down near the 43. They're going to mark it around the 44. So that's about a 3rd and 8 coming up. Nope, they say 3rd and 9. That makes sense. All right. Bet my cousin. Well, going for Seattle. I don't like the Patriots. I don't like Robert Kraft. I would be happy for Elliott Wolf, the general manager, though. Pressured by May, and he throws it after escaping the pocket, incomplete downfield. Nobody even remotely in that zip code. So 4th and 9. He had pressure right up the middle. But yeah, thanks for the comment, Susan. Yeah, May just had to get rid of it. Witherspoon came unblocked, and he just had to avoid the sack. All right, so 7:18 to go. Punting unit on the field for New England. Drive stalled at about the 43.5-yard line, officially the 44. Kick is in the air. Fair catch signaled at about the 9 for the Seahawks with 7:11 to go. And 1st and 10 for Darnold and company. Second choice. Of course, yeah. It's a gentleman's bet, $1. Even though, yeah, I gotcha. All right, Darnold, 2 for 4, 38 yards. Kenneth Walker, the third, 3 carries, 13 yards. 10 was the long. Kupp, 1 catch for 23. Barner, 1 for 15. Shaheed, 1 target. For New England, May, 2 for 3, minus 35 yards because of the sack yardage, I think. Wait, that can't be right. What? Demario Douglas, 1 for minus 42? Okay, yeah, they're doing some edits. ESPN having issues. May, 2 for 3 for 15 yards. Stevenson, 3 carries for 12. Yeah, that 1 sack for 10. That's why it's 5 team passing yards. May, 1 run for 11. Douglas, 1 catch for 8. Stevenson, 1 for 7. Yeah, don't bet what you can't afford to lose. I know, that's why I don't bet. It's too much anxiety. But $1 bet, yeah, I can see. For the Seattle defense, that sack was by Derek Hall. No sacks, no tackles for losses for either team besides that. The field goal ended up being 33 yards for Jason Myers on that opening drive. And Behringer just booted it 34 yards on the punt. And he got credited inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the... Well, now they say the 10. I thought it was going to be the 9. Why does this keep flipping like that? All right. Jeez, how many more ads are we going to jam into this thing here? There we go. Yeah, nice stop by the Seattle defense. Good pressure. You know, they had the sack. May got that carry. And then they sent a secondary player untouched, you know, up the right side, or past the left tackle up the right side. All right, 7-11 in the first. Yeah, spoiler alerts. I am behind because I have to do this off of Peacock. No longer have a roof antenna. All right. In shotgun, Darnold fakes the handoff, throws from the goal line, tipped up in the air, nearly intercepted by the Patriots at 7:06 to go first quarter. He faked a handoff to Walker, who was behind him. Then he was trying to hit somebody just past the 20. I think it was Kupp. And he took a shot in the end zone by 33. Jennings, I think. Oh, it was Jackson Smith and Jigba that had his hands on it, but the pass was a little too high. 2nd and 10. Darnold in shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Back to throw, looking left, caught, and taken down immediately at the 14, bringing up a 3rd and 6 after a gain of 4. Third and 6 after the Smith and Jigba catch for 4 yards. Oh, we'll have to solve the light thing. I'm getting like shadows. Poor lighting. All right, from their own 14, Smith and Jigba in motion to the near side. So 3 receivers to the near side. He has it back with him in shotgun. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Nearly got him. Steps to the left. Throws down the field. Overshot in Jigba. Smith and Jigba, who was wide open. That would have been a walk-in touchdown. He got hurried. And actually, New England should have had a sack. Number 21 missed him. Darnold stepped up. And yeah, Smith and Jigba would have been in the end zone if Darnold hadn't overthrown this. And he got hit and knocked down on that pass too. All right, let's get off of this so we don't see ads. Snap. Here's the move forward. The kick is in the air by the punter. Fair caught and out of bounds, or just caught and taken right out of bounds at the 36. 1st and 10. Decent field position for New England for their 2nd possession of the game. Timeout on the field. And what did I just hit? The wrong button. What happened there? There we go. All right, 1st and 10 coming up. Darnold 3 for 7 for 42 yards. Didn't get sacked, but he's been hurried. Walker 3 cut. Yeah, they didn't try to run the ball that series. I think that was 3 straight passes. Let's take a look at the play-by-play. Incomplete, 4-yard pass, incomplete. Yep. So 3 straight passes, three and out. Walker 3 carries, 13 yards. Cup 1 for 23. Barner 1 for 15, and Smith and Jigba 1 for 4. 1 catch for 4 yards. And yeah, no sacks or tackle for losses yet for New England, but they definitely got Darnold hurried that last possession. Yeah, I'll have to scroll up and then we'll do that. And this is terrible at the bottom. I might as well just close this. We'll just reopen if we need it. All right. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're enjoying your Super Bowl party. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. All right, just checking that. All right, still at commercial. Put your score predictions in the chat. Hey, Isildur. Well, welcome. I appreciate it. Yeah, if it's not the Packers, I'm starting to care a lot less and less again. It kind of ebbs and flows. I was really in tune with this season for like the first, 8 or 9 weeks. And then it just felt like we started getting into these terrible matchups. Like we had a lot of bad teams and I just kind of lost interest. So kind of bad. But since there's like nothing else up against the Super Bowl, I just figured I better do it. Oh, shoot. Oh no, okay, it's working. I thought I screwed up the chat thing, like it wasn't working. Oh geez. And now since I'm avoiding the ad. All right, back to pass. May steps up, throws down the middle, caught near the numbers about the 43 by Booty. And it's 1st and 10, New England. Sorry about that. Was trying to fix ESPN and blew it. All right. Catch by Booty for, see, this is behind. For 21 yards. Now the run up the middle, stuffed. Number 32 on the carry. That was Trevion Henderson. That's a loss of 4, bringing up 2nd and 14 for the Patriots. Yeah, nowhere to go. Jones, the 4th, number 13, with the stop. Under 5 to go, opening quarter. 2nd and 14 from the Seahawk 47. May back to pass, swings it, and met behind the line of scrimmage, and another loss on that catch. Going to be at least a loss of 1 with 4:44 to go in the first. So 3rd and 15 coming up. 21-17. I said 24-17, so that's, yeah, but I had Seattle. So that would be the under. Yeah, I think it's going to be low scoring. I don't think we're going to hit the over. 3 receivers to the far side. Shotgun for May. Back to pass. Sacked back at the 42. 4th and forever. And the punting unit will take the field once again for New England. 4th and 25, according to ESPN. Another 10-yard sack for Seattle. Detroit going south kind of did it this year. Right. Ended up going Buffalo, but it's so next year again, the Lions. Axel Foley's favorite team. Yeah, nice Beverly Hills Cop reference. There's the snap. Kick is in the air by the punter. Taken inside the 10. Returned to about the 11, but spun down to about the 14 on the tackle. 3:29 to go in the first quarter. New England is driven into Seattle territory on both of their first 2 drives, but then their drives are stalling out. Seattle had a field goal on their opening drive and then went a quick 3 and out. So 1st and 10 from the Seattle 13-yard line. All right. Let's check out what else happened. Let's check out basketball. I got to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow night. Let's check out some men's scores. Number 2, Michigan beat Ohio State on the road in Columbus, Ohio, 82-61. And in West Virginia, number 13, Texas Tech, 70-63 over the West Virginia Mountaineers. The kickoffs, I noticed that's not exciting. Yeah, they've kept trying to tinker with them, and I don't know. It's still not that exciting, I guess. I don't know. I think the terrible reffing has a lot to do with my lack of enthusiasm sometimes. Or I guess how the Packers are playing. You know what? This thing... support that glass case before it falls apart. There we go. That'll work, I guess. Yeah. All right, and in Olympics, women's hockey, as heard on Sinbin's stream, Czechia beat Finland 2-0. Both goals in the first period, 5-on-5. And Sweden shut out France 4-0. Just the 2 games today. May is 4 of 5 for 34 yards, but 2 sacks taken for 20. Each of them 10 yards. Oh, geez, Louise. The refs in all sports, it's fine. They fall sure. Yeah. All right. From their own 13, near hash mark, in motion, a tight end. Handoff to Walker. Gets out to the 15, probably for 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. Walker on the carry. Okay, seriously? ESPN, you're gonna... Jeez. I should just... I don't know. All right, 2nd and 8. 3 minutes remaining. Opening quarter. Darnold under center. Walker, the deep back. Handoff to Walker to the far numbers. Gets out. They're going to spot it at the 16. So a gain of maybe 1. 3rd and 7 coming up for Seattle. 3rd and 7 from their own 16. 2.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. All right. Smith and Jigba in motion to the near side. 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun, back to pass. Darnold looks, throws, dumps it off. 1st down. Missed a tackle out to the 28-yard line. A 1st down for New England. Barner on the catch. 1st and 10, Seattle. Barner was lined up next to the right tackle. Did a quick... chip of the left end, caught it, spun out of a tackle, and then got a little more besides just the 1st down. But, a little extra. All right, under center. Darnold fakes the handoff. It's an end around to, and that's a massive loss of at least 5 yards. That was, who was that? Rashid Shaheed just had a carry for -5. Hey, how you doing, Ronald? Thanks for the chat. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. So 2nd and 15 for Seattle. Well, if you like defense, we got plenty of it here in the 1st quarter. I'm not complaining. Darnold in shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass, throws left, tipped by Smith and Jigba. It was a little bit behind him. Decent coverage by New England. Really nowhere to deliver the ball. 3rd and 15 here. Let's see. They send Spillane up the middle. Yeah, they sent 2 players up the gap. Spillane was untouched. He was in Darnold's face and hit him. Did not knock him down, but did hit him. 3rd and 15 for Seattle. Darnold in shotgun. Smith and Jigba motions out to the far side. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. Left sideline. And out of bounds. He's going for Smith and Jigba. It looked like Smith and Jigba kind of fell down going out of bounds. But 4th and 15 coming up. That'll send the punting unit back on the field for the Patriots. I'm sorry. Seattle Seahawks punting the ball away, and will give the ball back to the Patriots. Marcus Jones back to receive it. All right. Here's the snap. Moves forward. The kick is in the air. And short punt. Caught at the 32 and went backwards and ended up right back at the 32 with 19 seconds to go. First quarter, 1st and 10 for Drake May and the New England offense. I'm pretty good, Ronald. How about you? A little tired, but doing well. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't care about all the celebrities at the game. Hope you're doing well. All right. 1st and 10 for New England. If it's not an incomplete pass, it's probably the last play of the first quarter. Excuse me. From their own 32, May under center. He has a deep back. Stevenson, handoff, I think it was. Plows forward for about 5 or 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. See where they mark it. Yep. 2nd and 5, actually. End of the first quarter. 3-0 Seattle. Let me fix the clock real quick. There we go. 2nd and 5 coming up. So if you have Super Bowl squares, it was 3 for Seattle, 0 for New England. We'll put that in the chat for later reference. All right. All right, just putting it in Twitch as well. Yeah, I guess I'll have to charge my phone at halftime. Tablet should be okay. All right, let's check. Did we get more votes? 12 votes. So we have 8 going with Seattle, 4 going with New England. Let's take a look at the box score. All right. Darnold, 4 of 10 for 54 yards. No sacks or interceptions. He's been pressured, though. Walker, 5 carries for 16 yards. Shaheed, 1 for -5, 11 yards on the ground. Barner, 2 catches for 27. Cup, 1 for 23. Smith and Jigba, 1 for 4. Shaheed, 1 target. For New England, Drake May, 4 of 5 for 34 yards, but he's taken 2 sacks, each of them 10 yards, so 20 total, so only 14 net yards passing for New England. Stevenson, 4 carries, 17 yards. May, 1 for 11. Henderson, 1 for -3. Booty, 1 catch for 21. Douglas, 1 for 8. Stevenson, 1 for 7. Henderson, 1 for -2. Craig Woodson had a tackle for loss for the New England defense. A sack by Derek Hall and Devin Witherspoon for Seattle. And Jones, the 4th, and Josh Joby each have a tackle for loss as well. 33-yard field goal by Jason Myers on the opening possession of the game is the only score in the game. Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, Roger Craig, the Hall of Fame class of 2026 getting honored on the field. About time for Roger Craig, for crying out loud. Guy was the first 1,000-yard receiver and rusher in the same season, and it took him this long to get into the Hall. I don't get it. But congrats on finally making it. Wow, it is really sunny in some of those stands. These aren't all shaded like the lower bowl is, but what is everyone having on their Super Bowl spread? I had chicken soup so far and some mixed nuts. I'm going to have to eat at halftime. How about you? All right, 2nd and 5 for New England coming up. May fakes the handoff. Caught. No, tipped, almost intercepted right off the hands. That was a really odd time to play. I don't know if Seattle was, I don't know. Oh, that ball was thrown just behind, and then it hit number 8 in the helmet for Seattle, who was looking to make the hit. Oof, what a hit he delivered. A little surprised that wasn't like defenseless receiver call or something. But 3rd and 5 coming up for New England. In motion to the near side. Was that Diggs? And it's a handoff up the middle, goes nowhere. Why are you running the ball on 3rd and 5? That didn't surprise Seattle at all. 4th down coming up. 4th and 5, no gain. They made it to the Seattle 37. Now what do you do on 4th and 5? Not sure why you do a shotgun run. That's right out of the Matt LaFleur playbook for Green Bay. Mini pizzas, that jalapeno poppers, relish, and carrot sticks. Sounds good. Or did I not get it up? All right, there's the kick in the air by the punter for New England. And fair caught at about the 23-yard line with 14:10 to go in the second quarter now. 1st and 10 for Seattle. I should see if I can put this on my other phone. Actually, is this one working? I feel like checking some other people's streams, wishing them well. Oh, this might be dead. I probably need to charge it. All right, Darnold, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Throws long downfield and tipped away from Shaheed at the last second by the New England defender. Wow. Wouldn't have been a touchdown, but that would have been a huge gain. He would have had to, jump and catch it. Just at the last second, tipped away with the right hand by Gonzalez, number 0. Shaheed, kind of just got by him. And I wouldn't say the ball was underthrown. That was a pretty good throw by Darnold. Just a really good play by the defender to undercut the route and knock it away. Handoff to the outside or to the near side and taken for 1st down and stays inside. Walker down to the 40 and taken down at about the 36. That was first big play in quite some time. 1st and 10 Seattle inside New England territory at they say the 46. Is that right? That was still a very big gain, though. Back to pass quickly, tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete with 13:34 to go in the second quarter. Oh, Trey instead of Relish Trey. Gotcha. Yeah, I should have had that. All right. Well, that was a huge play by Walker. Oh, as we get a look at probably Charbonnet on the sideline and not in uniform because of an injury. All right, Darnold hands it off. Walker takes it right up the hash marks to the 30, to the outside, and pushed out of bounds. Another huge gain and another 1st down for Seattle. They were at about the 46 left hash mark. He took it up the right hash mark, bounced it to the numbers, and Gonzalez pushed him out of bounds. And a huge gain. That was, let's see, down to the New England 17-yard line. Handoff. Walker has to evade a tackler. Another one, but down at the 19, a loss of 2. He broke one tackle, but couldn't break the next one. Good tackle by 31, Woodson of New England. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I have to... Never mind. All right, 2nd and 12. Shotgun. Darnold pressured immediately, and the ball gets hit up in the air. Is they calling that incomplete? They did, yeah. His arm went forward. It hit some lineman and then went sailing into the air, and they called it incomplete at 12:04. He got hit immediately. There was pressure on the left side, past the left tackle. Nobody blocked 44. And Darnold's pass, as he got hit, went off of a lineman. Yeah, that's definitely a pass. It was not a fumble. Incomplete. 3rd and 12. 12:04 to go, 2nd quarter. Cup to the near side. Darnold faked. No, it was a toss play. Walker has nowhere to go. He loses yardage back to the 21. It would be 4th and about 14. So the field goal unit will take the field once again. Under 11:50 to go in the 2nd quarter. Oh, brother. Well, spoiler alert, because I'm behind. All right. Back for about a 39-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up the middle and good with 11:16 to go in the 2nd quarter. 6-0 Seattle over New England. Kickoff after a commercial. All right. Oh, jeez Louise. How do you... I don't know. Not sure what's going on. Don't know how to mod in Twitch. Yeah, whatever. Guess you get bots in Twitch too. Surprised we haven't had any bots here. Hey, Trisk, like number 12 for Terry Bradshaw. Oh, yeah, no worries, Trisk, of course. Family first. I do understand. Thank you. I could sub to him if you want, if it would help. Oh, trying to give my ears a little bit of a rest. But good luck. Who are you rooting for in the game? I suppose you're rooting for Seattle. Aren't you? Are you a Steelers fan? I can't remember. Just assuming. Yeah, there used to be some things going on besides the Super Bowl, but nobody ever wants to compete with it for viewers anymore. Oh, man. I'm going to give my fingers a rest here. Oh shoot, I didn't realize that one wasn't live. Gosh darn it. Rooting. Oh, you are rooting for the Patriots, but no. Ratbirds. Yeah, the Ratbirds are the Ravens. They're all rat. Okay, come on. Gosh darn it. There we go. All right, kick in the air by Seattle, taken 1 yard deep and kneeled down. 1st and 10 coming up here for Drake May at his own 35-yard line. Yeah, I'll have to connect to the Wi-Fi. I guess I could do that. Yes, thank you. The Pegasus. If I could spell it. Is that how you spell Pegasus? I don't know how to spell Pegasus, so I won't correct you in the chat. Yeah, I do. I've always liked that. All right, handoff up the middle for about 3, 2nd and 7 coming up. That was Stevenson on the carry, right up the gut. All right, yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. Yeah, I'm on Peacock, so you're going to get spoiler alerts. I am a little behind. Up to... That's how you spell Pegasus? How did I get that wrong? Back to pass. May sacked again out just in... Well, inside their own 30. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 17. So that was another 10-yard sack. So 14 likes. That's cool. Appreciate it. Man, pressured. And yeah, number 98 just pushed the lineman with him, Wilson, right into May and then took him down for the sack. Wow, that's an impressive show of strength. Back to pass and dumps it off on a swing pass and taken out of bounds. That was Diggs. Oh, okay, Diggs is 8. Thought he might be 0. All right, we got some words being exchanged on the sideline. Doesn't seem to be any pushing and shoving. Oh, Diggs still being escorted off. Seattle still mouthing back. Nothing... I don't want to say what I'm thinking because I don't want to jinx it, but 4th and long after that slight gain, 4th and 12, and the punting unit is on the field. Here's the snap, moves forward, kick is in the air by the punter. Fair catch, taken at like the 29. I don't know if these punts are short. If they're into the wind, I don't know. Got to start looking at those numbers. Darnold back on the field with the ball, already up 6-0, looking for more. Or wait a minute. Yeah, I forgot to flip the possession arrow. Seahawks doing just enough to get points, and New England gets enough to get into Seahawk territory, and then they start going backwards. Drake May get sacked a few times. His last name set up for May get sacked. Yeah. All 3 sacks were 10 yards. Hey, Uncommon, what's up? We got 15 likes. Thank you so much. Diggs is a good name for a baseball or ditch digger. I was thinking a volleyball player. Diggs would be a perfect name for a volleyball player. Or a gardener. Yes, gardener. Packers briefly had his brother, I think just for the playoff game. Or no, the last game of the season and then the playoff game, and then they cut him. The Packers need cornerback help. Like they could just, get all new cornerbacks. Safeties are fine. It always seems to be the way with the Packers. They either have great safeties or great corners, but never both. Maybe that's true with everybody, but Oh, yeah, I was going to set up. Yeah, I can do that at halftime or something, though. Not even paying attention to these commercials. Gary Dunham. How the hell the Patriots get to the Super Bowl and they can't even score? Well, that's what happened in the AFC Championship game. That game was low scoring. Wasn't it like 10-7? I mean, I guess Seattle's defense is just that good, or I don't know. Maybe it's jitters by May. I don't know. I think it's just Seattle's. Thanks for the comment, though. But Seattle's playing that good. They're getting plenty of pressure. Take nothing away from New England too, though. They've gotten to Darnold. They're hitting him. They're pressuring him, but they're not getting the sacks like like Seattle is. Okay, come on already. Gosh, their sight is terrible. I can't even there. All right, from their own 29, Darnold hands it off. Walker bounces it to the outside numbers or to the right side, the far side, and out of bounds after about a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 coming up. Excuse me. 9 minutes remaining. Second quarter. A 39-yarder and a 33-yarder. 33-yarder was in the first quarter for Seattle. In motion to the far side. Darnold under center. Handoff to Walker. He is close to the first down. Depends on the spot whether or not they credit him with the first down or not. And they did. All right. Surprised they didn't do a virtual measurement on this one. I did not. That was a generous spot. At least I thought so. Let's see. They're showing. They didn't even finish the replay. They had to get back. They took too long to get to it. Darnold under center. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Nearly sacked. Throws and incomplete. Threw it too hard and too behind Walker in the flat to the left side. Or the near sideline. 7:51 to go. 2nd and 10. All right, they were talking about Charbonnet getting injured. All right, Walker on the sideline right now, though, for this 2nd and 10. Two receivers each side, Cup to the far side. Back to pass, Darnold throws for Cup, caught after about a gain of 6. He's pushed out of bounds. Should be about 3rd and 4 coming up. All right, 3rd and 3. They gave him a gain of 7. All right, Cup. Let's see. Out to the far side again. 3 receivers to the far side. A back in shotgun with him. Looks like Walker. Tight end in motion to the near side. Darnold back to pass, pressured, throws it, caught for the first down by Walker, missed a tackle, and he gets pushed out of bounds after getting the first down for Seattle. 1st and 10. Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Yeah, Walker broke 1 tackle and then got a few more yards as he got pushed out of bounds. They are in New England territory at about the 47. Cup in motion to the far side. Darnold hands it off. Walker up the right hash mark down to the 43. About a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. as we get a replay of the last run. All right, 5:57 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. Handoff to the deep back. And about a gain of 1. 3rd and 5. That was Henderson on the carry. 5.5 to go, second quarter. Seattle facing a 3rd and 5, already up 6-0. Big play here if you're the New England defense, because Seattle's at the 43. If they don't get it, I would think they'd go for it. They're at the New England 42. I don't know. I guess your defense is playing well. All right, shotgun, back to pass, swing pass to Walker. No, he dropped it. He did not catch it. He was backpedaling, and it was incomplete with 5:05 to go. So here we are, 4th and 5. And with their defense, the way their defense is playing, yeah, I guess you would just go ahead and send the punting unit on the field. Spillane with the hit. I believe that's what caused Walker. No, Spillane hit him afterwards. Walker dropped it. Wasn't really that bad a throw by Darnold. Should have been caught. All right, kick is in the air by the punter. And it hits and goes out of bounds at about the 7 with 4:58 remaining in the second quarter, first half. 1st and 10, deep in their own territory. Trailing 6-0, New England gets the ball back. Actually, that might have gone out at like the 5. Oh, they said the New England 3. Oh, that seemed really generous. Wow, 1st and 10 in the shadow of their own goalpost at the 3. I should plug in my phone real quick. Be right back. All right, hopefully that power strip doesn't fall off. All right. Whoops. All right, there we go. Got charge going. All right, so Darnold 6-17 for 67 yards. But again, I'd like to see the drop numbers. This hasn't been all his fault. Walker, though, has 12 carries for 86 yards. They got to keep riding that hot hand. Cup, 2 catches for 30. Barnard, 2 for 27. May is 5 of 7 for 39 yards, but has taken three 10-yard sacks for 30 yards. Not much on the ground for New England. Stevenson, 5 for 17. Booty, 1 catch for 21. Douglas, 1 for 8. Stevenson, 1 for 7. Diggs, 1 for 5. And he's had 1 target. I don't know why they have this scroll bar here for the New England targets. Decent yards per carry for Walker. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he had a couple long ones. Yeah, 7.16 yards per carry. I didn't realize it was that high. Yeah, keep feeding him. I don't know. It's not, it's not Darnold's fault. I mean, New England's getting pressure, but yeah, at any rate. All right, it's actually their own 2 handoff And a gain of 3 out to the 5-yard line at least. 2nd and 7 coming up. Yeah, their ads are bad. Yeah, I guess I could just scroll up. We know the timeout situation. Nobody's used a timeout yet. Oh, great. Another. And then their ad spin. Interesting. Back to pass. Let's see. Play blown dead. No, timeout at 4:18. First timeout for Seattle. 2nd and 7 coming up. All right, they have 2 remaining. Oh, that's why we went to, okay. What does this do? Oh, can we do that? Yeah, just go full. All right, there we go. Replay mode? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. We'll try this, though. All right, 2nd and 7 after the... Whoops, they put time back on the clock. 4:21. After the Seattle timeout. Shotgun in the end zone. Throw incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. 4:19 to go, 2nd quarter. Darnold getting loose already. And if New England doesn't convert here on 3rd and 7, they're going to be giving up tremendous field position to Seattle. In shotgun from the 5, back to pass in the end zone. Throws right side, caught for the first down by number 3 on New England. Who is that? That is Douglas. That's a huge first down for the Patriots. Nice catch. 3:51 to go. Yeah, I forgot to start the clock. 1st and 10. Handoff. Bounces it to the near sideline and pushed out of bounds after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. 3:35 to go in the 2nd quarter, first half. What? I don't know what this replay mode means. I don't know. I can't figure that out. All right, fake the handoff, rolls to the near sideline, throws incomplete to really nobody. He was out of the pocket, but 3:09 to go and 3rd and 6. Just no time for May. .309 to go, 2nd quarter, first half. 16 votes in the poll. 69% for Seattle, 31% New England. All right. From their own 17, back to pass. Wait, play. Hey, we have our first flag of the game. I was just thinking, I'm like, way earlier, I was thinking, wow, we haven't had any flags, and it's been nice because the game's going quickly. But here we go. First penalty of the game. What's the call? 66, false start. Will Campbell, the left tackle. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11 for New England. So, yep, he rocked back just a little bit. That was enough. He got blown up, too, after the snap. They say 3rd and 12. Back to pass. Throws down the right sideline and a little bit out of bounds, just overshot the intended target, number 13 on New England. with 3:03 to go, and that'll send the punting unit back on the field for the Patriots, who just cannot sustain a drive. They had some drives into Seattle territory, and then they started going backwards. So 6-0 Seahawks, and they'll get the ball back with 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning before halftime. There's the snap. Kick is in the air and caught at the 32, returned by Shaheed to the 35. Far numbers, down already up to the 43-yard line with 2:50 to go. 1st and 10, good field position for the Seattle Seahawks, looking to open up a bigger lead. Yeah, we keep getting ads there. I don't know what replay mode means. Okay. So there it's not. Okay. Do that. Oh, yeah, we were checking. Oh, let's see women's basketball. Were there any ranked games today? Not schedule scores. Wait, there's a game going on now? It must have been a 5 o'clock game. SEC? I don't know if I got that one, though. Hey, Ronnie. Hello. We had Ronnie, Ronald. Who else? We've had plenty of people stopping by. Thanks. Appreciate it. So Alabama, number 21, down by 1 at Texas A&M, 65-64 with 3:03 to go in the fourth. So there was a game going, but yeah, it'll be done shortly. And then that's weird. I didn't think there'd be anything up against this. All right, there's a few top 25 games to go through for women. We can do that later. We'll leave this one up. We'll check in on that. Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it. All right, we'll see how it does like this. Put that up there like that instead. All righty. Long commercial break. Still waiting. All right. All right, come on. They're trying to USA versus the world. Oh, they're trying to sell you on the NBA All-Star game. Yawn. Most All-Star games are terrible anyways, except for that Four Nations, which the NHL did last year. I never thought that would be as awesome as it was. Wish I could have seen more. At the time, I didn't have any streaming for it. All right. Darnold motions the tight end, and he rolls out, has to get rid of it immediately. Caught near midfield by Kupp. Wow. That was dangerous. But 2nd and short coming up after the... All right, I don't understand. Am I supposed to refresh to get that going? I don't know what they're doing. 2nd and 3. Yeah, that was a catch, not a run. ESPN. 2nd and 3 at midfield. 2:11 to go. 2nd quarter. Handoff. Walker up the middle. He's got the first down inside the 45 of the Patriots. He was still on his feet at the 40, but they had already blown it dead. That is the 2-minute warning. And a 1st and 10. It's been all Seahawks, but it is only 6-0. But, man, New England needs something. They need a spark because offense is pretty much non-existent at this point. So I don't understand this replay mode. I don't know if this is refreshing or what. All right, checking in. Did this refresh yet? Let's refresh. Why is this game still at 3:03 to go in the fourth? What happened? Cup is a lot like Edelson was, little and feisty. I hear you. All right, well, I don't know why this game isn't updating, but all right, let's just check the numbers. Darnold, 7 of 18 for 74 yards. Walker, now 13 carries for 93, a long of 30. Cup, 3 catches for 37 yards. Barner, 2 for 27. And yep, three sacks by the Seattle defense. Drake May, 6 of 11, 48 yards. Those 3 sacks, all of them 10 yards in length. Stevenson, 7 for carries, 23 yards. They have 34 yards rushing, Patriots. And less than 50 yards passing, as a receiving core. No turnovers, only a 1 penalty on a false start. I think that was on New England. So, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, they're in no hurry, and North should they be. They can get the last. They can get the last score before the half. New England gets the ball to start the second half, so yeah, they'd like to put themselves up. Well, I would think they'd want to be up 13-0, but they'll settle, I think, for 9-0 if they have to. But yeah, here we go after the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, Patriot 43. Handoff to the near side, and Walker gets maybe 1 to the near side numbers, bringing up 2nd and 9. 1:44 to go in the opening half. Quick 7 would be exciting, yeah. Yeah, not much. A lot of defense in this game, or lack of offense. Not sure. 14 carries, 94 yards now for Walker. He's been the most exciting thing in the game. In shotgun, back to pass. Darnold looking, throws to the back, out of the backfield. He gets it. Oh, avoids a tackle and dives for the 35. It'll be 3rd and short. 3rd and about 2, I think. 1 minute remaining in the half. See, I don't understand. This gets behind sometimes. Yeah, I don't. 3rd and 2 with 42 seconds to go. Clock running from the 35. Handoff. And he's got the first down to the 30 with 34 seconds to go and a timeout. 1st and 10. Well, now they say 32 seconds left. Looked like Walker on the carry. 1st and 10. 1 timeout remaining for Seattle. They used 1 on defense earlier in the half. Yeah. Oh, Yeah. Why not? It's really the only thing working. Oh, I was thinking of Walker. You're right. It was Halani. Did he catch one too? Yeah, he caught one for 7 yards. You're right. Yeah, I wasn't not realizing this last one wasn't Walker, but yeah, Helani had the pass, the catch for 7 yards. That I remembered. I just didn't have the name. All right, one timeout left. 1st and 10 at the 30. Going to be interesting what they decide to do. You would think they'd want to take some shots at the end zone, but you also don't want to pass up on getting a field goal and being up 9, more than two possessions. Yeah, right. Yeah, I saw the catch was not Walker, but I thought this last run was Walker. But yeah, thanks, Alani. Win percentage, 80.4%. How do they calculate this? Oh, brother. Oh, definitely going to have to eat something at halftime. Get some dinner or food. Yeah, I mean, they kept getting into Seahawk territory, and then there'd be a sack to knock them out of field goal range. Maybe they'll make second half adjustments, and they get the ball to start the second half. So it could still become a game quickly, but if Seattle gets a touchdown, we'll see. But then New England, they need something. Looking like a shutout so far, though, the way Seattle's defense has been playing. Yeah, well, figure they're going to at least get a field goal, so it's going to be at least 9-0 at half. If you're New England, with how it's been going, I think you'd take that. I guess they're showing the wind pattern or wind currents right now. It's blowing across the field. Oh, maybe thinking about a field goal possibly coming up. All right. In shotgun, Smith and Jigba in motion to the far side. 2 receivers each side, a back in the backfield. From the 30, back to pass. Darnold looking, throws, caught. Looks like Cup for about 7, and he's pushed down, but not out of bounds. There's probably going to be the last time out there by Seattle with 23 seconds to go. So 2nd and 3 coming up. I don't know. They're probably going to be conservative. I don't wonder if they'll take a shot at the end zone or not. Seattle out of timeouts. Patriots have all 3, but not looking to use them. All right, let's go between these two. All right, 2nd and 3, 23 seconds to go. Out of timeouts. Ball is at the Patriot 23. Darnold in shotgun. Back to pass, 4-man rush, throws right side, caught, no, maybe dropped by, wait, did they call that a catch by Cup? He got the first, I don't know about that. I think they're going to call this incomplete. Cup was juggling it, and then, he actually made a catch. I think this should be a catch. But I think they're going to look at it. I think it's really hard to see if the tip of the ball hit the grass or not. Cup juggled it up like 1, 2, 3 times before he gathered it in. It's whether or not the tip of the ball hit the grass or not. So it's either 1st down and 10 or, I think it was out of his hands and on the ground. I think they're going to call it incomplete.
It appears that this is going to stay the same. This is going to be an incomplete pass.
All right, 15 seconds to go. I think it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up. They are reviewing. Teams play good all through the season, but when it really comes down to it, you see what trash Patriots are trash. We still got a half to go. Caden says, let's go Seahawks. Welcome, Caden. Yeah, I would like a little bit more exciting game, but... All right, it is incomplete. It's like it took them a while to rule it incomplete, actually. I was going to say, shouldn't they put time back on the clock, though? Yeah, 20 seconds. That's what I thought. It took them forever to call it incomplete. All right, 3rd and 3. Now what do you do? I mean, I would think you'd take a shot at the end. Well, I guess you're just trying to get the first down. Then you can spike it. Then you can take a shot at the end zone. Then you can settle for a field goal. They got time with 20 seconds. And New England takes a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Yeah, this game's flying along, but of course now we bogged down in the last 2 minutes of the half. But thanks to only 1 penalty, this has been a pretty quick half, so can't complain. Ugh, excuse me, a long day. All right, after the New England timeout, 3rd and 3 for Seattle. From the New England 23-yard line. Shotgun back to pass. Darnold looking, throws down the middle towards the end zone, knocked away by Gonzalez. He's trying to hit Smith and Jigba. Nearly got him. 4th and 3, field goal unit likely coming out on the field. Good defense by Gonzalez. That's the 2nd time he's knocked away a pass at the last second. Got beat to the inside. Maybe it was underthrown by Darnold. I think he could have led Smith and Jigba just a step more to the inside, but all right. Wind speed 10 miles per hour. Not really much. 4th and 3. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good from 41 yards out. Seattle up 9-0 with 11 seconds left in the first half. And again, New England gets the ball to start the second half. Oh boy, 9-0 Seattle. All right. As we get to hear discussions. All right, seriously, like that thing freezes. Every time I leave it on that, it freezes. I'm going to have to keep like flipping between these. This is weird. All right, kick is in the air. Taken at the 4 by the near numbers up to the 25, 28 or 9 yard line. 6 seconds to go. Would think New England would just kneel and end the half. And figure halftime is going to be about 30 minutes. I'll have a clock counting down. You know, it's always forever in the Super Bowl. Yeah, so Peacock isn't too far behind, though, honestly. For being a streaming app, it isn't that far behind. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is halftime. I am going to start the 30-minute clock for halftime. I assume it'll be that long. And that is halftime. We will get the clock up. I'm surprised the Patriots even made it here. Yeah, well, they faced the Broncos after, you know, Bo Nix broke his ankle on the second to last play of the game the week before. So and they won 10-7. It's not like Seattle's lighting it up here either on offense. They've had enough to get 3 field goals. It's halftime. So I'm going to eat real soon if it's okay. Thank you. Awesome. All right, 9-0 halftime. Put that in the chat. Let me fix what the heck? See, New England receives the ball because Seattle got a field goal on their opening possession. All right. So we'll just leave the possession arrow on them and to do that. All right, we'll go through the numbers. Then I'm going to take a break to get some dinner. Didn't eat a whole lot before the game. Oh, did we get a final? Yes, that one game that was going on. Alabama loses to Texas A&M. 72-69. Number 21 Alabama lost. All right, we'll go through the women's scores later, I think, then. I forgot to change the second scoring drives. I'll leave that up there for now. Or stats. Rating 52.8 for Darnold. 65.7 for May. All right. Oh, let me fix the timeouts because I'll forget that for the second half. Oh, and the Patriots. That's right. Well, that's the drama, right? I don't think we've ever had a shutout in Super Bowl history. Definitely in NFL championship game history, but not in the Super Bowl era. All right, Darnold 9-22, 88 yards, no sacks taken. Walker, the big story, 14 carries, 94 yards. Kupp, 4 catches for 44 yards, leads the way for Seattle. May, 6 of 11, 48 yards. Stevenson, 7 and 3 sacks, 10 yards each, 3 for 30 then. Stevenson, 7 carries for 23. Not much on the ground for New England or in the air. Booty, 1 catch for 21. Douglas, 2 for 17. Stevenson, 1 for 7. Diggs, 1 for 5. 1 target for Diggs. The 3 sacks by the Seattle defense, and then the 3 field goals, along of 41 by Myers. Okay, yeah, I can sit here and eat it. Thank you. All right, I think we will cue up some music for this halftime break. And I'm going to get some food right now. I think we'll just leave this up. I don't know if it's really visible. One of the scoring drives. I guess we could do that. Scoring drives here. I don't know. None of this is probably easy to see, though. All right, let me get the music. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both helps with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. And thank you. We did get to 15 likes. I do appreciate that. All right, I think we'll go with the longer songs for halftime. We got plenty of time to kill. All right, thanks everybody. Oh, thanks, Dr. Delay. I appreciate it. How's your stream going? It's just queuing up the music. I appreciate it. Here, we'll leave the music going. I don't think it's too distracting. Appreciate you guys. Dr. Delay is a good guy, good streamer. If you like, he does all football, and so that's NFL, college, XFL, or UFL. He does some college basketball as well, and Pittsburgh Penguins and Pittsburgh Pirates games. Thank you guys, appreciate it. I should do some raids for, yeah, Trisk, hello. Delay raid. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Doctor. Hello, Chris. Hello, John. Hello, Trisk, Tammy, Blake, Tiffany. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Yep. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Doc Delay Raider. Let's go. Yep. Thanks, Mr. Green. I should raid my friends, too. Put those links in if anybody wants to say hello to them. And they are at halftime as well. I like that. Hey, Tammy, hello. All right, so this is for Hilltime Sports if you want to raid him as well. Hey, 23 likes. Thanks, Trisk. Appreciate it. Thanks, Blake. Whoops, sorry. I clicked on my own link. Thanks, Tammy, again. Thanks, Trisk. Thanks, CBK. Appreciate it. All right, let me find... let me get my other... person I want to raid up. Yeah, let me get I got one more for you too. Wait, what? Oh, I think he has a halftime thing up. Everybody's at halftime. This is Crushing It with Miles. Crushing It. Forgot how to do it. Crushing It with Miles. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. They are even fewer subscribers. Crushing It is close to 397, and Hill Time's at 212. So I mean, it's, Crushing It's close to 400. All right. I'm going to take a quick break, though, and go eat. Thanks, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna make sure these are muted in case I do anything. Because my music's playing. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks. All right, we are back. Thanks again, Dr. Delay and their subscribers for the raid. Hope everybody... All right, let me kill the music. Yeah. We still got like more than 5 minutes left. I think I saw a clock on the stadium, and there was at least another two or 3 minutes, I think, that they had on their timer. So these halftime breaks are more than 5 minutes now. I'm sorry, more than 30 minutes at the Super Bowl. It's ridiculous. Seattle. Hey, first of all, Dan C, thank you. Sorry, I was eating when you sent that. Thank you. Yeah, it really is too bad that Buffalo didn't make it, but yeah, had the Bills made it, they would have won. Yep. If they could do anything against the Seattle defense. Jack of all sports. Yeah, thanks. Hey, Blue Jay. What's up? Good to see you too. Yeah, I guess I'm rooting for Seattle. I don't like New England, mainly because I don't like Robert Kraft. If New England had won, I would have been happy for their general manager, Elliott Wolf, but both general managers are originally from the Packers organization. All right, I'll take down my streams. You know, we're going to have Olympic hockey and college basketball for the foreseeable future, but who is everybody else rooting for? We got 29 votes, 76% saying Seattle, 24% New England. Yeah, I think I could probably easily add 2 more minutes on. They have 2nd and 11 at halftime. See, interesting. Same, yeah. What the heck? Yeah, I'm not a big. Don't like the Seahawks, but they're less hateable now that Pete Carroll is gone. And I was never a Russell Wilson fan either. Yeah, I think I'll keep an eye out. Oh yeah, 5:15 to go. So I'm gonna add a couple minutes to the clock. They're taking like a full 32-minute break. Let me go ahead and add that in. Yeah, it's going to be closer to 5 more minutes now. But I added 2 minutes in. Oh, I also need to fix the clock for the second half. I forgot to do that. There we go. All right. Man, a 32-plus minute break for halftime. Unbelievable. Let's go, says Alex. Italy to win in hockey. Yeah, for the home crowd, that would be interesting. Yep, I hear you. Go Seahawks, go. Arnold voice. Go Chargers, go. Oh, I should probably get more water at halftime. It's weird how the Seahawks is playing. Selling the team after tonight. Selling high. Yeah, right. Never going to get more value than right now. I hear you. Let's see. Hey, thanks for the Dr. Delay people that subscribed to Hill Time. Looks like he got some. Hopefully, actually, let me refresh. Miles is still. Ah, dang. I guess I did it too late. Let's see if Hill Time got any. 214. All right. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It makes sense, though. Get all you can while you can. 6 to 8 billion? Dang. Yeah. Wow. All right, 1 second. All right. All right, all right, all right. The Kraken would do well there. Become like the Walter. Oh, you talking about the Waltons? The Waltons for the Denver Broncos? Baseball, basketball, and sport. Yeah. It's too bad there's no Seattle NBA and no Vancouver NBA team anymore. They have the WNBA, but all right, looks like yeah, we're less than a minute from resuming, so let's get everything fixed. Man, I thought 30 minutes for the halftime would be enough. Apparently not. All right. Just about set for the second half. Phone not quite charged. All right. Yep. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Vancouver could support an NFL team, but for the exchange, right. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. Yeah, I think next year, did I hear it's on Valentine's Day? That's what Taylor said. So and that's the day before President's Day, I think. So we get the national holiday like everybody's been wanting. I don't know how that happened. I'll have to double check that later. All right, we are finally ready for the second half. 7:43. About 2 hours after the original kickoff, or a little over 2 hours. Taken to the 30, to the far numbers, and down at about the 31, where New England has it 1st and 10. I thought I put the second back up there. 14:54. There we go. All right. Oh, the Walters own the Dodgers and the PWHL, so Monopoly Sports franchise. Or in the love the game, Mammoth. Yeah, the Mammoth. Excuse me. All right, I gotta mute that just in case. All right, fakes the handoff. May throws down the left sideline, one-handed incomplete, and that They were targeting Demario Douglas on that pass. 14:49 in the second half, or third quarter. Again, I'm on Peacock, so I will be a little bit behind. Does look pretty good in 4K. I think. I don't know. Shotgun, handoff, end around to the 35, 40, and out of bounds. So, sorry, that was 2nd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 2 after about a gain of 8. No, 3rd and 3 from the 39. I stand corrected. All right, let's see if this works. Like that. All right, 14:20 to go, third quarter. 9-0 Seattle. New England facing a 3rd and 3 from the 39. Shotgun, back to pass, throws left side. Deflected, incomplete near the sideline. And it's 4th and 3. And the punting unit will head to the field for New England. Yeah, but the next day is, isn't it President's Day? I think I looked at my phone. Yeah, easy deflection. Excuse me. We got 14:08 to go. Yeah, you would think that's going to mess up some plans for people. Kick is in the air by the punter. Taken near the 10 for a fair catch, actually at the 9 with 14:02. So quickly, I think that was a 3 and out. I don't know. It was fast in any rate. And Seattle with the 9-0 lead. Ooh, were they off sides? Looked like Seattle may have been off sides on that punt. That would have been a huge swing if they had called it. All right. From the 9, under center. Handoff. Walker bounces it to the near sideline, past the numbers, out to the 10, maybe the 11. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, this isn't working. Every time I go on that thing, it freezes. So I guess we're just going to leave it. Drake May is so young playing against. Yep. From the 11 in shotgun. Back to pass. Darnold looking. Pressured. Throws tipped over the middle. Actually caught near the 27 for a first down. And Shaheed's knee was down and he was touched. So he thought about running some more, but caught it, knee down, and touched by the defender. First down for Seattle. And Darnold was just about getting hit. That ball wobbled but made it to Shaheed. I don't know if it got tipped or he just had to get rid of it so fast. Yeah, he got tackled down. All right, 1st and 10 at their own 26 with 12:42 to go. Shotgun, back to pass. Darnold delivers over the middle at the 40, down to the or up to the 44. Smith and Jigba, who else? Another first down. Oh, yeah, for the move. Yeah. The box is what I had up blocking the sun because we don't have shade. We don't have our blinds up yet, or any curtains. Back to pass. Darnold pressured, steps up in the pocket to the 40 and passes to 50 inside New England territory, and he's got enough for a first down. So New England, or I should say, yeah, New England in trouble. Seattle really moving the ball. Drafting QBs. Yeah. No, I don't pay attention to baseball anymore. I tried to do baseball last year, but because my friends told me the pitch clock sped up the games, but I was getting the White Sox for free last year. I don't get anything. I'm not paying for it. Handoff and broken tackle, and Walker should have been stopped for no gain. He gets a couple, maybe three. They finally get to second down. They had a bunch of firsts in a row there. Should be about 2nd and 8. Nope, 2nd and 7. But yeah, I don't follow baseball. That's crazy because this is what everybody has wanted for so long. Everybody wanted, to nurse their hangovers the next day. So, shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws, dumps it off to Walker. Should have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He's inside the 30, inside the 25, and dragged down way out of bounds for another Seahawk first down. Yeah. Yeah, he flew their Flight 666 plane, too. I remember seeing that in their video about it. Yeah, that's the only Iron Maiden I like outside of the first 2 albums is the Bruce Dickinson stuff. They had that Blaze Bailey for 2 albums, but I never listened to the stuff in the 90s other than 1990. Or didn't like it. Handoff again. Walker out of bounds after maybe a gain of 1 to the near sideline. 2nd and 9. All the way to the New England 22. I'm going to try and, do that. Yeah, I think my clock. Great. We get a. Oh, that's why. Timeout coming up here. Six on the play clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. And Seattle burns their first timeout of the second half. They are moving on this drive. Already up 9-0 and could be putting this game to bed if they get us. Okay, how long is this ad, for God's sakes? Yeah, I don't have the Duke. This is just an NFL-sized ball. I don't have it's not fully inflated either. Yeah, it's just it's just an NFL, ball. I don't have the Duke, but I've had this one for a long time. All right, back to the game. Back to pass. Darnold missed his target on the right side, intended for Cup. That'll be 3rd and 9. Oh, brother. Will we have a touchdown in this game? I think is going to be the next question. Jeepers. I've got my buffalo wings and a cold pop ready for the second half. Let's go for the win. Yeah. Perfect for Brady. Yeah, the deflated ball. Yeah. I had some cherry pie for dessert. I don't normally eat dessert, but I had to have a slice of cherry pie. It was delicious. Back to pass throw. Darnold just out of the reach of the hands of Cooper Kupp again to the right sideline. 9:17 to go. 4th and 9 coming up. So I presume we're getting another field goal attempt. Yep. Maybe at this commercial break, I'll get out and get back in the app. I don't think I'm super duper far behind, but obviously, spoiler alerts here. All right, 41-yard attempt. That would match the longest of the day for Myers. Snap. Oh, good hold. That didn't look like the greatest snap, and it's good. And it is 12-0 Seattle. 9:12 to go in the third quarter. And if they can get anything going, it's still a 2-possession game, but that's the big question. Can they get anything going? Because not much going right for the New England offense thus far. Better than mixed nuts. I did have some mixed nuts, though. They were good. But I shouldn't be eating sugar. Myers the machine. Yeah, the leg. All right, let me get out of Peacock and back in real quick. Make sure we're not like behind. Oh, we got a timeout here. I will do my best to effort for over-the-air free antenna. Maybe through our attic above the garage. That's going to be my best bet. Don't know if I have to get approval from the homeowners association if I need a roof to get a roof antenna or not. I got to remember to get water at the third quarter break. All right. Vinatieri. Yeah, Patriots, and didn't he win a Super Bowl with the Colts as well? It wasn't just with the Pats, I think. I don't remember. All right, we get... I'm not even paying attention to these dumb commercials. Excuse me. Jason Myers, 4 for 4, 2 41-yard field goals. I think 39 and 33 were the other ones. Yep, 33 was the first, 39, and now 2 straight 41-yard field goals. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and now 1 in the third. That's it. That's your Super Bowl wrap-up. A garage studio like Fonz's pad over the garage. Wait, what? Pack Attack, how's it going? What's up with you? How you doing? Go Pack Go. Got the football there. I got to display that at some point. Got the mini helmet as well. Got the Seahawks and Patriots way back there. Probably can't even see it. Pack Attack is back. Hopefully the pack will be back in 2026. All right, Myers set to kick off. I guess he's in line to be Super Bowl MVP, right? Who else would you give it to unless you just say Seattle's defense and like give it to everybody who got a sack. All right, taken at the 5 by the Patriots on the far numbers, up to the 30, hit at the 32, and down immediately at 9:07 to go, third quarter. 1st and 10 for Drake May. All right, do we want a shutout or do we want like an exciting or close game? I don't know. Something. Nothing has really happened. It's reported that Americans are projected to consume 1.48 billion chicken wings on Super Bowl Sunday. I've got my 20. All right, toss to the near sideline. That run is good for about 8 or 9 by Henderson, bringing up short, second and 2 or 2nd and 1. All right, they did get to their own 41-yard line. It is 2nd and 1. Yeah. Well, this one you could sort of throw. Yeah, it's not really football shaped. I guess it is a stress ball. Yeah, this game has been, you're rooting for New England. That's why. Yeah. All right, handoff and went nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and short. Either 3rd and 1 or, I guess no gain. This has been a snooze fest. exciting, please. I want to see a final score of 21-0 on 7 field goals. That would be nice. Yeah. Well, wait, 7 would tie the record, right? Maybe they'd get 8. Yeah, no touchdowns. That'd be crazy. All right, 3rd and 1 from the 41. Shotgun, May back to pass, looking, pressured, throws downfield, short of the target and incomplete. Diving catch attempted, and it's incomplete. 4th and 1. Boy, I don't know. I guess they're punting, but at some point you got to do something. I know there's a lot of time, but they're really... Oh, you have 2 player props to score a TV. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed last year's Super Bowl because I was enjoying the downfall of the Chiefs. Not that I was an Eagles fan. It was just... All right, here's the snap. The kick is in the air by the punter. Fair catch signaled at the 18. 17 or 18. 1st and 10, Seattle. Already up 10-0. And I'll get this ad off the screen here. Whoops, in case we need to reference the play-by-play. All right. That was a 41-yard punt by Behringer to the 18. Of the kickers. 4 field goals, snooze. Tyree like play help. Yeah, something. We've had nothing. All right, UCLA beat Michigan, number 2 over number 8. This is women's top 25. 69-66. South Carolina whooped up on number 3 South Carolina whooped up on Tennessee, 93-50. LSU all over Auburn, 77-44. Louisville, 84-65 on Syracuse. Ohio State, 80. Oregon, 64. TCU, number 14, lost at Colorado, 80-79. Duke all over SMU, 95-36. Number 24, Washington needed overtime to beat Wisconsin, 91-86. North Carolina won at Wake Forest, 84-56. And again, earlier, Alabama, while the Super Bowl was going on, I mean, it ended 7-ish or during the first half, 72-69, Texas A&M with the upset at home. Either way, a Hail Mary, all of it in a mixed bag. Oh, boy. Just making sure. Excuse me. All right. Oh, yeah, I should start looking at ESPN to figure out what game I want to do tomorrow night. Probably I think there's a game at 7. Should be able to do one. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got to pump the international fan base so we can justify Roger Goodell wanting 16 international games every year so that every team has to play an international game. We get it. I think it's a terrible idea, but whatever. They play on terrible fields in the U.S. Might as well play on terrible fields all over the globe, I guess. All right. Seahawks at their own 18. Darnold under center. Fakes the handoff to Walker. Back to pass. Under pressure. Sacked inside the 10. Back at the 8. That sounds like a 10-yard sack this time for New England, not against New England. No, let's see who got the sack. Williams, number 97. He went right by the center and Walker and got right to Darnold. Walker did it, threw a nice block at him, but the center didn't do much. All right, 2nd and 18. So they gave him forward progress. Dump off pass gains maybe 3 or 4. It's going to be 3rd and long for Seattle. Smith and Jigba injured?
There was no additional tape put in place to support it. Put his stocking shoe back on, tested it out a bit. He didn't look to be in any pain or discomfort, but what he's struggling with right now appears to be a different issue.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe Smith and Jigba is not out there. All right, 3rd and 14. So back to actually a handoff. Walker, he gets it out to the 20. It'll be 4th and long, and the punting unit will head to the field. 4th and 8. So punting unit will be on the field. Drafted Walker, signed Cup as keys here today. Oh, for play in Puerto Rico. I don't think they have a stadium, do they? All right, punting team is on the field for Seattle. Here's the snap, moves forward, kick is in the air by the punter. Taken at the 33, spins out of a tackle attempt. Returned up the far sideline, 40, 45, 50, knocked out of bounds, but hold on. We have our 2nd thrown flag of the game. Only had 1 in the first half. It was awesome. What's the call? Probably a block in the back. Yep, this is coming back. Pettis, number 24. So that wipes out a really good return for the Patriots. They would have been in Seattle territory. Now they'll be back at their own 27-yard line. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they just don't make a mistake, and our defense has got this. I thought the same thing, but also big, with Smith and Jigba maybe not on the field. Maybe that had something to do with the decision. I get you. Yeah, how long? Let's see how long this was. That was a 47-yard kick. I don't feel like the punts have been booming, but they're dealing with a crosswind, I think, like at least 10 miles per hour. My gosh, 7 punts for Behringer on New England, 7 for 310. 4 for 182 for Michael Dixon of Seattle. Yeah, that hurt. That wiped out a great return. They lost about 25 yards of field position because of the penalty. Excuse me. I'll just scroll up. Excuse me. Oh yeah, gotta remember water. 5:10 to go in the third. I would have called on the fullback there or tight ends. I love the tight ends. Let's see. feel like we haven't had a lot of action from the tight ends here. I'm assuming Barner's a tight end. Yeah, for Seattle. He's the only one with a catch, I think. 2 for 27. Hunter Henry, maybe? Yeah, he's a tight end. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of action for the tight ends here. Oh, Smith and Jigba to the injury tent, the blue tent. All right. Back to pass is May. And couldn't get rid of it and sacked forward to about the 24-25, but that's still a loss of a couple. So second and what do we got? Second and 12 at their own 25. He had time. This was more of a coverage sack, 4-man rush. Just nobody to go. He had somebody, but he must have already been under pressure and just didn't see him. 3 receivers to the far side, shotgun back to throw, caught and diving forward to the 33 on the catch. That's number 13, Mac Hollins, former Buffalo Bill. So third and most times sacked in a postseason. Burrow 19, May 19 now. 3rd and 4 after the gain of 8 on the catch. In shotgun. 3 receivers on their near side. Actually, the tight end stayed in to block. Off the hands of Diggs. Should have caught it, and he's injured. Or his feelings are hurt. Looked like he had both hands on it. Maybe a little too much mustard on it by May. But, man, somebody's got to make a play for New England. I guess it was... No, I'm sorry. It was not Diggs. Wait. Yeah? Oh, that was number 9. That was Booty, right? Yeah, that was Booty who dropped that one. Okay. Back to punting away. Catch at the 21, fair catch, and 1st and 10 with 3:38 for the Seahawks. Who did Green Bay have? I don't know. Awesome with Favre. Who? Wait, what? I'm not sure. Yeah, four sacks on May. He has 19 for the playoffs. That ties Joe Burrow's mark. Family's so bored they're doing a puzzle. I don't blame them. Bennett. Oh, you mean Edgar Bennett, the fullback? Yeah, no, yeah, Bennett. I love Bennett. He ended up in New England? I didn't know that. Alex says, Susan, we need a touchdown to spice things up. Yep. Ow, I had Bad Bunny on mute. Didn't listen to a single thing. Cool commercial there with the Eagle and Clydesdale. Yeah, I did. I still have it on mute, but I haven't really been watching. Oh, that bum. Yeah. I was thinking Edgar Bennett. Yeah, Martellus Bennett. He bailed on them that season. He was a bum. Yeah, he was good for New England. I think he was good for the Bears. But he was a bum for the Packers. That guy was... That was the year, that must have been like 2017, I want to say, because 2016 they had Jared Cook and then they didn't re-sign him. I guess he wanted too much, but should have re-signed Jared Cook for 2017 instead. Yeah, but I remember him. But yeah, he was terrible for Green. I don't think he was there half a season. Yeah, I mean he played. I think he was a Bear. I think he was a Patriot, and he was pretty good for them. And he was terrible for the Packers. That was a 46-yard punt from Behringer. Ashby, the centers Ashby. Fair catch by Shaheed. Oh, all right, 1st and 10 from. Oh, jeez, Louise. For Seattle at their own 21-yard line. Darnold hands it off to Walker. Nowhere to go. Bounces it and loses 2 or 3 yards. Good defense by the Patriots. 2nd and 13 coming up. And Smith and Jigba to the locker room. So something still bothering Smith and Jigba. Yeah, it was drama with Martellus Bennett. Exactly. Yeah, just saw that.
Long exam before the specialist then went over the monitor to review the video of that play that we saw him slow to get up, where you can see his head make contact with the ground.
Oh, I think it's for a concussion review. That's okay. His head bounced off the ground. Darnold throws over the middle. It's dropped. May have been a little bit behind. Cupped the intended target. Jeez Louise. All right. Serious question, though. I mean, I know we got a ways to go, but who's the damn MVP? You cannot give this to Sam Darnold with these numbers. Maybe we've got drops, but that ball was a little bit behind Cup. He got hit as the ball got there, but I guess you could give it to Kenneth Walker. That's probably who they'll do instead of the kicker. All right, back to pass. Darnold, all kinds of time. Hits Cup, but he's well short of the first down. And we'll have another punt. Is this like a record for punts? 4th and about 5. Yeah, 4th and 4. .220 to go in the 3rd. 4 out of 4 kicker. Yeah, but I don't know. It's either him or Walker. I mean, that's got to be it, or the defense if they get a shutout. That's your 3 choices, I would think. That punt didn't go too far. It takes a Seattle bounce and stops at about the 27-yard line, though. 1:55 to go in the 3rd. 1st and 10 for Drake May. Can they do something? Who's their backup? I mean, it's not his fault, but good Lord, you got to do something. Dickinson for 46. Yeah, but it took a friendly Seahawks bounce and roll. May in shotgun, delayed handoff, run up the middle for 3 yards to the 30. 2nd and 7 coming up. That was, I think that was Henderson on the carry. Check the play-by-play. Yep, Henderson for 3. 2nd and 7. Yeah, we needed this after that extended halftime. Shotgun, back to pass. May looking, all kinds of time. Rolls to the far side. At the 30, and there's a penalty as he was about 2 yards short of the first down with 1:13 to go. What's the call here? Playoffs. Oh, holding on Seattle, not on the Patriots. That's a first down. Why am I getting an error? Am I having any issues? Hold on. All right, 1st and 10 for the Patriots after the holding on Seattle's D. What's the error? Huh. Do I have to up my thing again? Back to pass. May gets hit as he delivers it and batted out of bounds by the New England receiver, number 81, because it could have been intercepted with 52 seconds to go. How is it 52? 2nd and 10. All right, why is this thing struggling? Do I need to up my bit rate? All right. I can try that. Oh, you know what? I should probably drop back down to 30 frames per second. All right, carry and out of, yeah, maybe that's what I never should have upped it. Let me do that. Oh no, can I not do that? Shoot. I bet you it's because I changed my frames per second to 60. I probably need to up this. Huh. All right, clock rolling. We're under 20 seconds to go. 3rd and 5, and a fumble by, oh boy, May, and it's recovered by Seattle with 10 seconds to go. Oh boy, that might be it. Sorry, trying to troubleshoot the stream here. So it's saying I'm going to be experiencing buffering because it's not receiving my, it's a poor, I should have never switched to 60 frames per second. I probably can't fix that. All right, so after the fumble by May, Seattle ball. And I don't think I can turn this back to 30. Yeah, shoot. Well, maybe I'll just keep upping frame rate. All right, fakes the handoff and the end around, dumps it off to the tight end, and he carries it and dives. That's Barner for another Seattle first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th quarter, and it's 12-0 Seattle. And they're looking for more after capitalizing on first turnover of the game. All right, well, I'm increasing this, and now my CPU usage is going up. Let me try again. How much do I have to go up? Now, why did it drop? I feel like let's go back to 6,800. I probably shouldn't have gone to 60 frames per second. Why am I still getting error? I don't understand this. Oh, it's just buffering. I just saw it. Gosh darn it. That's the problem. All right. I got to remember never to do 60 frames per second again. I think that's why I'm having issues. Yeah, we're still buffering. Gosh darn it. Well, I'm going to drop back down to 6,800 because we were fine for a while on that. I think going up is not helping. Yep, I got to remember to go back to 30 probably then. I shouldn't have done that. All All right, we'll try 6,800 again. Shoot, I need to get water too, but I'm trying to fix this. All right, well, hopefully, can ignore it. Hopefully, we'll get something here. Hopefully, it'll refresh if I just ignore it. Yeah, sorry. I know I'm getting errors. Sorry about that. We were fine the game, and now suddenly, I think I just have to remember to set my frames per second back to 30. I never should have made it. Never should have made it 60 frames per second. That was a mistake. Yeah, thanks, Alex. I've been trying to fix it, but it keeps doing it. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been trying to fix it. Maybe I'll drop the frame rate then. The kilobits. Shoot. Oh, well. And I didn't get water. All right, well, Seahawks have the ball 1st and 10. The New England 26. Handoff, Walker. He gets down, not quite to the 25. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second Super Bowl with 0 TDs in first 3 quarters. Super Bowl, the one with the Patriots and Rams, 43. Yep. DeVito and Dobbs. Backups. DeVito was Giants. I remember him. Oh, and is it Josh Dobbs? Yeah. All right, back to pass. Darnold throws down the sideline. Kupp nearly had it at the 3, knocked away at the last second by the New England defense. 3rd and 9 coming up. Dang it. Yep, it's still... I'm going to get out and get back in. I'm on to. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'll remember never to do 60 frames per second. Back to pass, 3rd and 9. Darnold, left sideline, caught. 1st down, Kupp as he goes out of bounds. 1st and 10. All right, well, I tried to up the frames per second, and that appears to have been a disaster. I'm wondering if I can drop it. But it's... Oh, yeah. I should have stayed at 30 frames per second, 60. I think that's what's causing the issues. We were fine for how many hours, and now it decides to have a problem? Just under 3 hours. All right, back to pass. Darnold, 1st and 10, throws towards the end zone, wide open, touchdown. That was the tight end on the catch, A.J. Barner. And that is the ball game. 18-0. 5 plays, 37 yards. They cash in on the Drake May fumble. All right, we'll see. Here's the snap. The kick is up and good. 19-0. Seattle. Shoot. So, yeah, apologies for the bring. All right. Why won't this clear this error? So it still says the stream is poor. I don't know. I keep... All right. I'll remember to drop it back from 60 frames per second. I can't do it live. I have to stop and... I guess I could stop the stream not end the broadcast, maybe I could fix it and then restart it, but I don't know. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I'm way behind. That was a quote by Collinsworth? Yeah, Collinsworth used to be good. He's well past his prime now. I don't know. I don't think as much about. I don't know how many times I've heard, "Here's a guy." Let's go, said Gracie. Yep, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have messed with the settings. Wondering if I could, and I wonder if I could stop the stream real quick, fix it, and then restart it. Let me try that real quick. All right, real quick.